Welcome everyone, welcome to another episode of Baphomet Bible. And this is episode number 71. And it is entitled, All the Things That Jesus Has Done. All the things Jesus did for you. My dad called me at work the other day and he goes, we need to discuss where we're going to have church and what's going to happen for Christmas. And I said, I don't want to go to any of these fucking cults, and I need to protect my mind and to stay the fuck away. I can't be going to one service once a year because that fucking vibration and that message that comes forth, those lies, I can't have it affect me and rope me back into a fucking cult that makes me a slave and doesn't allow me to think for myself whatsoever. So I can't go to any of these cults on Christmas Day. And my dad says, well, it would be nice to just hang out with your family. And then even if you don't believe what they're saying, it's still good to be with the family. And just remember all the things that Jesus has done for you. It's like, all the things that Jesus has done for me. What the fuck are you talking about? Just remember all the things that Zeus has done for you. Just remember all the things that Mithra has done for you. There's so many things that these gods and goddesses have done for us, and we have to bring these things in remembrance. So remember all the things that Jesus Christ has done. Well, first of all, it's kind of fascinating how we were indoctrinated to believe a myth is actually complete reality. That Jesus existed and he performed all these miracles and he was born of a virgin and then he died on the cross and was buried dead in the ground for 3 days and 3 nights, and then he comes back alive and he physically ascends into heaven. Now people are missing the whole fucking point. The Son of God is the Sun God. Jesus says, I am the Amen in the book of Revelation. Amen Ra. Amen Ra is the Sun God. And the whole entire Bible, there's so many verses, there's so much reasonable doubt that you can point to and say, well, the Bible is written based upon astrology and these myths that came before it. And Jesus is actually the sun that is in the sky. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And everyone that seeks the truth finds it. And Jesus is the truth. He's an archetype of the truth. So anything that has to do with a lie is not the truth. And I came to the realization that the Bible is written based upon the astrology and the zodiac. And Jesus is actually the sun that is in the sky. He's not a physical person, most likely didn't even exist, but then people have it in their mind. My dad believes that Jesus was a real person. And these accounts of him in the Gospels, this shit really fucking happened. And there's no spiritual meaning behind it. Like there's a way to interpret it. Like when God tells you to kill the fucking lamb and spread the blood all over. Well, maybe he's not talking about killing a physical animal. When it says, ye shall kill the goat. Now let's stop and think for a second. Why the fuck do we have to kill an animal in order to make us feel better and So our sin will be looked over and we will be presentable unto the Lord. Because the Lord, in the Old Testament, he wanted to see the blood of the animals. I don't believe that there is a God in heaven that wants to fucking see the blood of animals. And he was looking for animal sacrifices. And when the Bible is interpreted in a way saying, well, yeah, sacrifice a lamb and a goat and shit, the whole spiritual meaning is missed. It's pretty much, you need to cut yourself out from all these fucking lies and bullshit and people manipulating you and fucking with your mind, and go within yourself into the kingdom where God is found within you. And you don't need any man to teach you. You don't need any other advice than what is written on your heart. Because people will lead you astray, and most likely they don't have the answers. And they're going to project their experiences and their life upon you. So whenever someone gives you advice, you have to consider the source and say, who the fuck is this? Like if I'm talking to a bum on the street that has holes in his shirt, that smells like shit, and he's giving me advice on how to make money and how to get rich, most likely I'm not going to take his information because he looks like shit and he doesn't have anything. Now that information may be very valuable. It could be like that program where the CEO dressed up as a bum and he was on the street. And he could have gave people real information saying, hey, this is what you need to invest in. This is the deal. But then no one's going to listen to the fucking guy if he smells like shit and he's wearing shitty fucking clothes. And if it looks like a duck and if it quacks like a duck, guess what? Most likely it's a duck. That's what I learned. And if you think someone's talking shit about you, most likely they are. But it really shouldn't matter anyways. And, you disrespected me? You disrespect me? And be all fucking puffed up. And I need to be a man and cut in confrontation with people. Just, it doesn't fucking matter. Blaming people and then praising them. And if you went around praising everybody all the time, the praise wouldn't even matter because you would hear it all the time. So in order for a praise to even mean something, you have to go around blaming people too. So there's a game that's being played in this world where people are running around blaming and praising each other. Blaming and praising and patting people on the back and then scolding them and saying, you shouldn't do that. When the best thing to do would be to just leave people the fuck alone and let them live their lives and quit. And why do I need to be praised and to just say, you know what, Jory? You're doing a good job. You're a good guy. Why do I give a fuck what anybody says? And then when someone comes at me and says, you're an idiot, you don't know nothing, you're retarded, then their fucking opinion doesn't matter at all. Because the only opinion that matters is mine. My opinion. Because this is the brain that's in my head. So if the brain in my head thinks shittily of me, well then I'm going to get shitty shit happening in my life. So I need to have the brain in my skull thinking good things about myself and having a good self-image and an opinion and just a philosophy on life in general. It should come from my own mind and not from some other person projecting their life upon me and saying, well, this is who you are. Hey, let me tell you who you are. You're so-and-so, and you do this and that. And you're only going to make this much in the world, and it's impossible because you're like this. And who the fuck are you to tell people who they are? And give them an identity. Just enter within yourself in a dark room and silence. Shut out the fucking world and discover who you truly are. That's the best advice. And fuck all these people that are giving you advice because most likely the majority of it's going to be wrong. And people are just telling you what they went through and projecting their own experiences, their own beliefs, and shit on you. And people believe stupid fucking shit. My dad calls me and he goes, well, just remember all the things that Jesus did for you. Yeah, it would be nice if there was a fucking God in the sky that just loved the heck out of me. He just loved me. And then he just did all these things for me. It would be fucking awesome if I had some guy up there that is just helping me out, pulling all the fucking strings, and doing all this shit for me. But I need to come to the realization that no one's coming to save me. And I've been fucked with. I've been fucked with in order to profit somebody else. And I don't know who the fuck fucked with me in the first place and put the crazy shit in my head. But it was definitely not for my benefit, and it was for my destruction. So it's time for me to take back the ground that has been taken from me from some fucking asshole that I don't know, and then begin creating my own reality and not giving energy to things that don't matter at all. Like, I was knocking on doors and trying to get people saved. Meanwhile, all I had to do was invest in Bitcoin, and I could have been filthy fucking rich right now. And that's what really would bring me peace. Because right now, like, I have peace. Remember how I say everything that you say needs to be in the present tense? So I can't say that I don't have any peace. Shit is fucked up right now. Because that's going against what I believe. And I can't be programming my mind with those shitty fucking thoughts. So everything is wonderful. Everything is beautiful at this purpose. And I am able to achieve any goal that I set. And in fact, I have already achieved everything that I desire because I'm on the path and I see the destination and I have the purpose and I keep on moving, and there's nothing that is going to stand in my path and hinder me and prevent me from doing it. Except my own mind, because my own mind could be my worst enemy. So, Jory, you need to realize that you got to do it for yourself. You can't just pray to fucking Jesus and then Jesus is the one that sets up the fucking advertisement and then copies the landing page and then finds the offer that converts and then scales it, targets the right audience. Jesus is not going to do this shit for you, Brian. You have to do it for yourself and quit playing the victim. Oh, I'm just a foreigner. I'm a stranger in this world and I don't belong. That's fucking bullshit. You belong in this world. You are a part of the world. The same way that the flower is a part of the bee. If the bee dies, the fucking flower dies. If the flower dies, the motherfucking bee dies. And they're living off of each other. They're two different organisms, but in fact, they are one. So there is something going on here. And I believe that I came out of this world and I am a part of it. And I could get my meaning believing that I am growing into this world and I belong here. And I don't have to have blind faith and believe in Jesus in order to make me feel good and then believe that, well, it's okay. Somebody loves you even though you're a piece of shit. Horrible fucking way of viewing the world. View the world like you don't belong here and you're a fucking sinner and you would be going to hell, but oh, God had to adopt you into his family because you're such a wretched fucking sinner. A wretch. That's what the Amazing Grace song calls you. A wretch. So tell the women that they ought not to speak, and if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. And for it is a shame for a woman to speak in the church. And stoning people to death. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. And if a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Is it all right to kill people? Is it all right to kill homosexuals? Because God was telling people in Leviticus chapter 20, verse 11 in the Old Testament to kill homosexuals. I don't believe it is right. So I would disobey the God of the Bible right there. If that's what he physically meant, I wouldn't kill the homosexuals. I would kill someone that is a killer. Someone that's out there and he's killing other people, or like he's driving in his truck and he just fucking runs people over and he keeps on running one person over every week. Like, I would find that fucking guy and I would put him to death because he keeps on endangering other people and he's a threat. But then you could say that the homosexuals are spreading their disease and shit. Well, who the fuck are you? Everyone is spreading disease. There's people that are out fucking tons of people and they're spreading disease just like any other person. So you would be fine if you just left everybody alone. Just left these fucking people alone. And then whenever anyone brings a war to your front door, well then fight it. But don't go out looking for fucking battles to fight. Like I said, if there is a psychopath in the fucking neighborhood, well then everybody has to find that guy. It's everyone's problem. So the whole neighborhood should bind together and say, you know what, we need to kill this fucking guy. This guy, he's killing one person at a time in our town. He has to be taken out. And then it would be agreed upon, and then you would do it. It's just fucking common sense. But then when I go out and I'm looking for battles and I'm looking to fight with people, it's too much for me to handle. I would rather just have peace and just not even pay attention to these fucking things. And if you don't pay attention to it, it's like a plant that you just quit watering. The more you pay attention to shit, and even if you're talking against it and you're bashing it all the time, you're still watering the plant. You're still keeping it alive. But then the moment you just stop talking about it, like for example, with Christianity, if everybody that was against it just fucking stopped talking about it. Like everyone that hates Christianity, just fucking ignore it and then don't even pay it any fucking attention at all. It would die. When someone comes to you and then they give you a track or they just give you something, just let it go in one ear and out the other. Just pretend that they're just making fucking sounds with their mouth and what they say is just insignificant. And then just throw it in the fucking garbage and don't think nothing of it. Remember all the things that Jesus did for you. Jesus is the sun god. The sun that is in the fucking sky. And the whole Bible is based upon astrology. And the 12 phases of the zodiac. And these are different animals and different shit. And the whole story of Jesus follows this zodiac pattern. And on the 21st is when the winter solstice happens. And the sun dies. The sun physically in the fucking sky, it goes into the heart of the earth and we experience the winter. And then for 3 days and 3 nights it rests in the heart of the earth and then it comes up and it gives new life. The sun is reborn on December 25th. And December 25th is when the sun is reborn in the sky, and that is astrology. So the 21st, it goes down, 3 days and 3 nights, it rises, it's born again. And this same fucking process keeps on happening. And then once I memorize the zodiac and the astrology of the Bible, I'll be able to present a clear message where I'll take you through the life of fucking Jesus and the whole entire pattern of the zodiac. And that he is the sun. It's the truth. It's the sun that gives life to the earth. It's the light. And the darkness is the absence of the sun. Because the sun is the natural shit. You want that natural motherfucking shit on your skin. I want to get outside every day and get that sun coming into my skin, baby. Remember everything that Jesus did for you. I have to remember. I have to bring it in remembrance, everything that Jesus did. So everything that Jesus did, I recall from what I've read in the fucking Bible. And the person that is telling this to me, my dad, he refuses to read the fucking Bible. Now, if you're going to one of these stupid fucking cult churches on Christmas Day and you've never read the Bible, you have no place going there. You do not belong there whatsoever. You need to at least know what the fucking book says, so then you know what Jesus has done. You need to read what the fuck Jesus has done, because how the fuck can you call me and tell me to remember when you don't read anything? You don't read. You just have to take these fucking assholes that stand up in front of these churches. You got to take their word for it. These fucking piece of shit cult leaders. But I'm going to believe what I read. And then what I hear, I'm going to weigh in the balances and say, well, is this the truth? And I believe that I have discovered the truth and the true meaning of the Bible, because I saw how fucking hypocritical and full of shit people are and how they don't care about the truth. And then I see, well, wait a second, everything about the sun in the fucking sky is pointing and saying, this is Jesus. That's really... That was my dad calling. Now, where the fuck was I at? Yeah, my dad called me the other day and he told me to remember everything that Jesus has done for you. And that's why I should go to this fucking stupid, satanic fucking church that doesn't even believe the truth whatsoever and listen to fucking lies. Everything that the whole entire thing is based upon is fucking lies. Tell me that Jesus is a real person. Right off the bat, you tell me Jesus is a real person, you fucking liar. It's the sun. It's a metaphor. It's a fucking myth. It's an allegory. You fucking piece of shit. So I need to remember everything that Jesus has done for me. Coming from people that never read the Bible, that don't give a fuck, and then they go to their stupid satanic churches, which are cults, and they believe whatever that fucking asshole in front of them is saying. And I talk to these fucking cocksuckers. They run their churches like a business, and they're not going to change, and they don't give a fuck about truth. So that's the truth that I came to. I see these people like going to Mercy Hill from like 8 years ago, when I first went there, maybe 7 years ago. And it's like nothing has changed. I'm still friends with them on Facebook, and it's the same post. Oh, Lord, you know, help me get a job, or help me with this and that. And it's the same shit. They're still going there every Sunday, and nothing has fucking changed. So why am I different? Why am I the one that cannot get saved, that God did not choose, because you're a bunch of goddamn Calvinists? So this is where my journey of seeking the truth has came to, where I believe that Jesus didn't even exist, that it is a myth, and the whole Bible is based upon astrology, and Jesus is the sun that resides in the sky. And on the 25th, the sun is reborn. The 21st of December is when the sun dies. And the sun in the sky, that is the winter. That's the coldest time of winter, supposedly. And then on the 25th, he's reborn, and then we start the process of it slowly transferring in the summertime, when new life begins to come on the earth. I like to see it come on the earth. I think we should sing a song. Lord, we lift your name on high. Lord, we love to sing your praises. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. Not debt to pay, from the grave to the cross, from the cross to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. You know how much that fucks up people's heads? Holy shit! That is the most horrible fucking program out there. It's complete shit. If you had that shit in your head, it's so bad. So fucking bad. If you actually believe it, holy fuck. I cannot even put in the words. It's bad. Really fucking bad. You can't think for yourself at all. People are hijacking your mind and putting fucking shit in there. Fucking shit. Holy moly. Just remember all the things that Jesus has done for you. I'm going to remember the sun. Because the sun is keeping me warm right now. The sun causes the plants and the shit to bring forth food for me. So I'm going to appreciate everything that the sun has given me. Because if it wasn't for the sun, we'd all be fucking dead. So appreciate the sun. That's what I am going to worship and exalt on Christmas Day. Because I believe the fucking Bible and I take it literally. So I'm going to worship the sun in the fucking sky, and I'm going to remember everything that the sun has given to me. Light and fucking food and artwork and all this fucking shit that I see around me, and even the internet. The fucking sun gave it to you. And if it wasn't for the sun, no one would be investing in Bitcoin, because you wouldn't be able to see anything and everyone would be fucking dead. So praise the sun. Maybe I should go to church with my parents on Christmas Day and stay home and then not go live on Facebook and YouTube and then do a special Christmas podcast. Maybe I should just go to those fucking cults with them and just praise the motherfucking sun in the sky. I think that's what I'm going to do. And you know what? That's not what I'm going to do. No fucking way. No fucking way I'm going to those churches. I'm going live. I'm going live on Christmas Day. And we're going to destroy Christianity and put a fucking end to it. Because it's a bunch of shit. And all these fucking assholes are just lying to you. So we're going to actually believe the Bible. We're going to put a fucking end to Christianity and believe the truth. How about that? I'm going to show you who the true Jesus is. He's right fucking in front of you. How can you fucking say, show me the Messiah, when I'm right in front of you? Hey, I'm the motherfucking Messiah right in front of you, bitch. Hey, here I am. What more can I say? What do I have to do? Do I have to pull a rabbit out of my ass for you? Well, I could, because I'm a magic man. I'm a magic man. But I'm not, because you need some faith, right? So remember everything that I've done for you. This is Baphomet Bible, episode number 71. Remember everything Jesus has done. Thank you for watching.